Hey, what's up guys, Genesis here and welcome back for another video. Today we'll talk about the new update. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion about it. And yeah, let's get into it. So first, let's talk about the smallest things. So the bug that if you would drop the bomb in a diffuse match, we wouldn't be able to see you in the map anymore, got fixed. So now you can drop the bomb and your teammates will still be able to see you on the map, which is a very good thing for scrims and all the other stuff. Then there is the improvements. I'd say that you can now see the gun on the back of your teammates and maybe your opponents as well. I'm not so sure about that though. So like for example, you can see if your mate bought an AK or an AUG, and that's important to know sometimes when you're playing some important games. So I think that's a very good thing as well. Now there is the special comments that I'm gonna just turn on right now that got added to the game. So what they can do is that you can give yourself some stuff. You can pause the round, you can restart the match, which is good for scrims and to avoid resets. You can add a cool room owner, you can kick players, you can mute them, you can change the team of someone, you can freeze slap some players if, I don't know, if you want to, I guess. You can set health, you can add money, and you can, give equipment as I said. And so that works like that. You just see everything, and then you can just up. And I gave myself a flashbang grenade. So that was, in my opinion, the very good points about the update. Now let's talk about the subject that everyone is kinda, I don't know, not very fan of it, I'd say. Which is the guns. So first here you see the P250, which looks very big. I'm going to be honest with that. Note that developers said that they'll probably not change back, but they will for sure update some guns. And if they made this update, it's fair between everyone. So like depending on your device, you would have the same view as someone else, and you wouldn't be advantaged at all if you're on an iPad compared to before. So this is the P250, which looks very big. I'm gonna give myself an MR. Oops, up like that. So the MR looks very big as well, but I prefer the MR from the P2. I mean I don't know. I really feel weird about the P250. I think it's very big in my opinion. I'm not gonna show every guns, but there's like the MTX that looks very good in my opinion. They probably look better than they were looking before. They just look good in my opinion. They are small enough so you can see very well on your screen. On your screen, sorry. So in my opinion, they're good. I'm gonna give myself an AK because it's a very important gun. Oh yeah, there's this glitch as well with the wrench, but it should be fixed very soon. So this is the AK. It's big, but in my opinion, if you don't look at the AK, don't do the animation, it should be good. Like, if you just go like that, you're alright with it, okay? Just don't do the animation because it's way too big otherwise. But it's gonna probably get fixed, which is good. Then there's the AUG, which is an also important gun. In my opinion, the AUG looks good. It isn't too big. Like, you can still do the animation in play, and it's not too big on your screen, which is good compared to some guns, you know. Then there's the SG that I'm gonna show, and the M4. Well, the M4 looks thick in my opinion. Like the top of the gun looks thick, but it's alright. I mean, it's not the final versions apparently, so maybe we'll see some improvements, which would be very awesome. So yeah, the M4 looks alright, but it's kinda big in my opinion. And yeah, when you do the reload, it's alright compared to some guns as well. And then there's like the SG I'm gonna show because it's a very important gun. Like, it looks good as well in my opinion. Like, doesn't change too much from the older version. Um, Now let's talk about the SMGs. So most of the SMGs look like that, which is not too bad. They look good. They aren't too big on your screen. Like, just weird the way you hold them, but I mean, that's the correct way. So, I don't know. In my opinion, they are good. Like, all the SMGs are good except the vector. The vector looks very weird in that angle. But I mean, just gotta accept it, right? It just looks so small and stuff, but I mean, it's alright, I guess. I mean, it looks good, but it just looks so different than the other versions. So, yeah. Um, then there's the FP6 that looks very thick. Like, when you look at it like that, it's good, but when you look at it like this, it's so thick. I really dislike it, but like the reload is good, but the way you look at it like that looks so thick, and I really dislike it. Same with the other shotguns. M1887 is not too bad, but it's still thick. But I still feel better with this one than the FP6. And then there's a Super 90, which is way too big. They better change this one because like you look at it so thick, and then it goes on your whole screen. Like, I don't know, just thick. But yeah, I just gotta accept it. Let me give myself maybe the GSR so I can show it at the same time. GSR seems alright. I mean, it's not too bad. Um, then there's the snipers, but the snipers look alright. Like, it's just the scope that's gonna be very big on like on this one, for example. But they look alright in my opinion. Then there's the SVD, which looks even better than before. Look, it looks small and just cool. The SVD was very big before, so I think it's a good improvement. And now, guys, let's talk about the U ratio and the snipers overall. So the U ratio looks like that, which is alright. And now we got two new options. So the first one is hold to aim, which is like you need to keep your finger on the scope so it scopes. If I remove my finger, it's not scoping anymore. And like compared to before, I just click on the scope and it's scoping. And I just remove the scope and it's not scoping anymore. I mean, I just click on it again. Then there's the release aim to shoot. It's like I'm scoping. If I unscope, it shoots. That's it. I don't need to shoot to click on my shoot button. Just I scope, it shoots. I won't use those two options because I just don't really like them for me. But I think it's a very good improvement for foreign players, for example. And I'm sure many users will use it because, I mean, many players will use it because it just offers you new possibilities to play, and for those who like it that way, then that's very good. Then there's the new way to get the fire button aim sensitivity, which was already before in the game. They just changed the way it is. So now, as you can see, I can just move by shooting at the same time, which may be good for some ARs. If I just want to remove it, I'm just gonna go in my controls, fire button aim sensitivity, and I remove it. Yeah, that's again the same. I won't use it, but for some people it may be useful. I also would like to say that the new pass is out. Check it out. There's a new beta which got released today with some improvements to this. So make sure to check it out. Developers will probably update some things. As they said, nothing is the final version. Probably stuff will change in the future, so stay tuned, guys. Well, guys, gonna conclude this video now. Make sure to tell me in the comments what you think about this update. I know some people really hate it, but we just gotta accept it. Or if you want, just can stop playing the game, but I don't think it's a good way. But yeah, personally, if you would like my opinion, the first things I talked about seem very good to me, but the the FOV changes are not something I really like. I'm going to say I'm okay with it. I don't like it, but I don't hate it. I prefer the older version, of course, like everyone, but that's how it is. We just gotta accept it. Make sure to follow me on my Twitter. I may post some stuff. The link's in the description. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Tell me in the comments what you think about this, and see you guys in the next episode. Peace.